Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being with us here on KXAN Live. I'm Will Dupree coming to you from the KXAN Live studio. We do appreciate you being with us on a pretty important day. And if you didn't know, today is the last day for Texans out there to register to vote in time for the upcoming November midterm election. So, because of that deadline, and it's approaching today, there's only a few more hours left, Travis County is actually extending the hours at some of its voter registration sites to help people out there in case they need to register to vote for this very important election. So we wanted to find out a little bit more about that operation and share some of that pertinent information for all of you out there if you're not registered to vote and you're curious about where to go. So we brought in Bruce Elfant, who is the Travis County tax collector and assessor and the voter registrar for Travis County. Bruce, thank you for being here this afternoon.
Thank you.
We really do appreciate you taking the time because, again, as we mentioned, it's a very important day. It's the last day to register to vote in time for this upcoming election. So what have you all been doing today? Tell me about where you've gone.
Well, we've been out in the community registering voters in a number of locations for the last several weeks, and now we're kind of getting down to the deadline, and we have registration tables at every tax office location until 4 o'clock. Wheatsville Co-op will be there till 10, and the 5501 airport, where the tax office used to be and the clerk's office is now, will be taking applications right up to the midnight hour.
All right. Yeah, there's so many hours and locations where people can go in person. And that's what I'm wondering, too. If someone is waiting until today to register and they print off the application online, I would imagine that you would suggest that they don't mail it in today because that will cause some issues. So if you could just clarify for that for people out there.
Yeah, we strongly discourage anybody from mailing applications right now. There's no guarantee that you'd get a midnight postmark. So if you have an application that you picked up online or from a post office or library, you should bring it to the tax office or one of our other locations that will be on your screen in a minute.
And what information will people have to share if they've never registered to vote? Catch them up to date on that.
Sure. To register to vote, you need either the last 4 digits of your Social Security number or your Texas driver's license or personal ID. So either of those numbers will work to be able to register to vote.
Since you all have been out and about registering people to vote, can you talk about how many registrations you've had come in? Has it been exponentially higher than a normal midterm? Give us a sense of that.
It's a pretty typical midterm. I mean, we've added many thousands of registered voters. And as important, a lot of people are updating their address. We want to make sure that people are registered at their current address so they'll receive the proper ballot when they go vote.
Exactly. We need to mention again, today is the last day to be able to do that too, to change your address associated with your voter registration.
Yes, and if you're not sure that you're registered at your current address, you can look yourself up at votetravis.com.
And we also have a link to that on our website, kxan.com. So we're trying to get the word out there as much as possible and link people the right information they need to. But again, if you're just joining us, Bruce Elfant, the Travis County Voter Registrar, is here talking about today being the last day you can register to vote for the November election. You want to do it in time for that. And there are many different locations throughout the county that will be open and have extended hours where you can go in person to register to vote. Let's just go through these really quickly. Bruce, these are some of the main tax offices for Travis County in Austin as well as Pflugerville, and they'll be open until 5 this evening. Is that right?
That's correct. And the Wheatsville Co-op on Guadalupe will be open until 10. And then at the UT campus in front of Gregory Gym, UT Votes will be operating a table until midnight on campus at UT.
Yeah, and if you take a look right there, another location that'll be open until midnight is the Travis County Clerk's Office at 5501 Airport Boulevard. Quite amazing to see that operation lasting until midnight. So really there is no excuse for people not to register for this election.
Well, we want to give citizens every opportunity to get registered at your current address and be able to weigh in on these important elections. That's how our democracy works. It's the voters decide what direction our community and country go in.
Of course, and there are so many consequential races that'll be on the ballot coming up here in November, including for Texas governor and lieutenant governor, attorney general, all the way down to Austin City Council and mayor. So we want you to register to vote if you can out there. What's your message to people at this time, again, if they are waiting until today to register for the election?
Well, you have till midnight to register to vote or update your address, and we want your voices to be heard in these important elections. And obviously, everybody's focusing on governor and the state offices. I was at an event for the Austin Community College this morning. Their trustee races that are just as important as the other races on the ballot. So I encourage people to go to the League of Women Voters website and read up on all the candidates and the propositions and mark up your ballot and take it in with you to vote.
Yeah, got to prepare for that for sure. Again, if you would like to find out those different locations and the hours of operation today on this last day to register to vote, you can find them on our website at kxan.com. Here's the headline there. Travis County extends hours today at in-person voter registration sites. Bruce, I know I just asked you this just a few moments ago, but I think it's important to reiterate to people that if they waited until today, do not mail in that application. It needs to be submitted in person at one of those offices.
Correct. You can't get a midnight postmark in Travis County or anywhere anymore. And if you mail it in the evening, you're probably not going to get a timely postmark, and you won't be able to vote in this election. So if you have a card in your hands now, you need to bring it into one of those locations on your screen.
Additionally, if someone wants to check out to make sure their address is their correct address now is associated with their registration, what should they do?
You can go to votetravis.com and look yourself up, or if you don't have access to the internet, you can call our office at 512-854-9473, and we can look you up.
And Bruce, before I let you go, I just wanted to give you a chance and the platform to share any information that we didn't speak about already, or something that the people at home watching right now who maybe aren't registered should know.
Well, I mean, this is the way our democracy works. Our voices are heard at the ballot box, and that's how our community moves forward in one direction or the other. And the parties are very different. They're very different directions, and we all have an obligation to pick which direction we want our community and country to move in. But it's so important that patriotic citizens be part of the voting.
And there are so many ways to be able to register to vote today. Just again, Bruce, before I let you go, reiterate the hours that things will be operating today so that people can come and register.
Sure. You can come to any tax office location until 5 o'clock this evening. Wheatsville Co-op will be open until 10 on Guadalupe. At the University of Texas campus in front of Gregory Gym, the UT Votes folks will have a table till midnight. And we will have a table till midnight at 5501 Airport, the old tax office and current county clerk's office. And we'll be in front, and we'll be accepting applications right up till midnight.
So many different ways to register to vote, making it easy for people out there too. Bruce Elfan, thank you again for joining us this afternoon, and good luck with the rest of the registration efforts.
Thank you so much.
All right, everybody, if you would like to find out those exact locations and hours of those in-person voter registration sites here in Travis County, you can visit not only our website, but also the Travis County Tax Office. They have this interactive map where it shows all the different locations where you can find them. You can also plug in your address and find the one that's closest to you so that you can go there and register to vote. Again, today is the last day to do so if you'd like to vote in the upcoming November midterm election. We also have that information listed on our website again under this story with the headline, Travis County extends hours today at in-person voter registration sites. If you are living outside of Travis County as well, we have information in that web story about where you can go to find out where you can go in your county to register to vote. We have all that information listed right there. Thank you all again for watching this afternoon. I'm Will Dupree in the KXAN Live studio. We'll see you back here at another time, everybody. Hope you all stay safe and healthy out there. Take care.